Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of that India has for the very first time has successfully test fired its long-range hypersonic missile. So India's first long-range hypersonic missile has been test fired. So the points of discussion would be, first of all, we will be talking about the news. Then what is hypersonic missiles? What are the advantages and disadvantages of the missile? Then the global scenario, and in the end a prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 3, that is defense technology. So the news talks about, with DRDO successfully testing India's first long-range hypersonic missile, all you need to know about the weapon. So first of all, it is a landmark day as the first ever. So whenever something is happening for the very first time, it becomes all the more important, and this defense technology is taking place for the very first time. So first ever long range hypersonic missile, and very big step with regard to the defense technology in India, and also a very big example of the Atmanirbhar Bharat. You can say that the aspects of Made in India is also included in it. So Drishti IAS has come up with the IAS-GS Foundation course for covering both prelims and mains in an offline mode in English medium. So the batches are starting in Indore 13th of November 3:30 p.m. and Delhi Karol Bagh 26th of November 6 p.m. If you have any query, give us a call at 8010440440. So India's DRDO has successfully test fired India's first ever long range hypersonic missile off the coast of Odisha. And this historic moment has put India in a group of countries who has this capacity to test fire the long range hypersonic missiles. And these nations include like China, Russia and the United States of America. So this capability and this critical and advanced military technologies, not much countries have it. Then this missile can carry various payloads for ranges greater than 1500 kilometers for the armed forces. So the payload range is greater than 1500 kilometers. Now about the hypersonic missile. So what does the term hypersonic mean? This is on the basis of what does this name has come, and that is the hypersonic missile. So hypersonic means speed at least 5 times the speed of sound. So it means that the missile will move at a speed which is 5 times into speed of sound. That is speed of sound into 5 times is what will be the speed of hypersonic missile, and that is why it is called Mach 5, MACH 5. So whenever you will hear this word Mach 5, it means that the missile has the capacity and the capability to move 5 times greater than the speed of sound. And then it means that it moves around a mile per second. So mile per second is, so this was about the speed of the missile. Then about the key feature. So the most important key feature is about the maneuverability of the missile. That is, if we will talk about the ballistic missile, now what happens is that ballistic missile moves in a one single particular direction. That is, it follows a set course or trajectory. It means, now imagine this is one point, this is point A and this is point B. It means that if it is a ballistic missile, it will move in only one direction. So the single trajectory would be followed. While on the other hand, if it is a hypersonic missile, this is point A, this is point B, then the maneuverability will be high. It means that a set trajectory will not be followed. The missile can move. It can maneuver in different direction. Now imagine this is one point, this is second point. So if it is a ballistic missile, it will move in a single trajectory. But if it is a hypersonic missile, so maneuver can be done by the missile. So it means that the different movement of the missile can be observed. It means the maneuvering of the missile can be observed. So the key feature is maneuverability, setting them apart from the ballistic missile that follows a set course or trajectory. So hypersonic missile does not follow a set course or trajectory, and this is the most important and the key feature of the missile. Then there are two types of hypersonic weapon systems. So you can say hypersonic missile is basically of two types, first and second. So the first type is the hypersonic glide vehicles. Hypersonic glide vehicles, while the second is hypersonic cruise missiles. So first is glide vehicles, while the second is cruise missiles. So let us first of all talk about the glide vehicles. So hypersonic glide vehicles means that they are launched from a rocket before gliding into the intended target. Now, if this is a target, this A is a target, so the hypersonic glide vehicles, they will be launched from a rocket. Now imagine this is a rocket, so the missile will be launched from this rocket to the target. But in the case of hypersonic cruise missile, what happens is that they are powered by air breathing high speed engines which are also known as scramjets after acquiring the target. So see, hypersonic glide missiles, they are launched from a rocket, while on the other hand hypersonic cruise missile, they are launched from a scramjet or high speed engines. High speed engines means the jet planes which you see which are moving in a very high speed, they are known as scramjets. Many even though my drawing I don't think would be very good in this sense, but let me try it to tell you. These kind of aeroplanes that you see, so they are basically, you can say they are the scramjets or the high speeding engines. So the hypersonic cruise missile is what are launched from the scramjets, while the hypersonic glide missiles are what are launched from the rocket. I hope things are clear. These are the most basic things. So if you have to write with regard to the hypersonic missile, this is what you have to write. Speed 5 times the speed of sound. Then key feature maneuverability. Payload capacity or range is 1500 kilometers or more than it. There are two types of hypersonic missile. Hypersonic glide missiles which are launched from rockets, and then the hypersonic cruise missile which are launched from the scramjets. Now about the advantages and disadvantages of hypersonic missiles. So let us first of all talk about the advantages. So the advantages are that the hypersonic missiles, they can enable responsive long range strike options. Responsive, it means that if any target is being set, then they can move in that response. They can move with regard to the response which is given to it. Then comes the long range strike options, because they are long range hypersonic missiles, so they can cover the long range and the target can be set with regard to it. So enable responsive long range strike options against distant, defended or time critical threats. Then when other forces are unavailable, denied access or not preferred. So responsive long range strike options. So this is the first advantage. Then the second advantage are the conventional hypersonic weapons, they use only kinetic energy, that is energy which is derived from the motion. So they can work on the kinetic energy also. Now about the disadvantages. Now what is the disadvantage? So if something is moving at a such high speed, so the point of precision or the point of efficiency will come into the picture, that whether the missiles which are launched, do they possess precision? Does the target which they are intended to hit, the precision or the efficiency is good enough or not? So the high speed also means it must be operated with an incredible degree of precision maneuverability. So the maneuvering capacity or the maneuvering capability should be should be made with using such high technology, or should be made with using such high science and technology, or with research and development it must be done, that the precision aspect must be very high. Then communications also significant challenge during hypersonic flight. Now if something is moving 5 times at a greater speed than the speed of sound, then the communication can be a problem, because it is moving higher than the speed of the sound. So the communication needs to be quick, and the communication needs to be managed in such a way that the speed of sound should not differ. Then more costly to develop in comparison to ballistic missiles, because they need to be made with such precision communication technique. Then they are long range, so the science and technology and research it requires needs to be very, very innovative, and plus plus a lot of cost, or you can say the capital will be invested in it. So costly, it will be very costly in nature. Now about the global scenario, apart from India, which other countries have this capacity or the critical technology of building a long range hypersonic missile? So Russia and China are believed to be ahead in developing hypersonic missiles, as Russia, China and the United States of America, they are very ahead as compared to other countries when it comes to the defense cooperation or the defense technologies. Then there are several other countries also which are working in the aspect of developing the hyper technology or the hypersonic missile technology. So that can be France, Germany, Australia, Japan, Iran, Israel. So these are the countries which are as of now pursuing the projects with regard to the hypersonic missile systems. And India on the other hand has successfully test fired its first long range hypersonic missile. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So a hypersonic missile is a weapon system which flees at least at the speed of Mach 3, Mach 4, Mach 5 or Mach 6. We have discussed this in the video, so give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.